Oh, when is that? Can't do it tonight. Okay. Hello, everybody. I just realized I was live. How about that? All right, let me find a little bit of royalty free. All right. How is everybody today? This is Tammy, and I was coming on. Y'all know what? I tell you what. I was just doing a live on TikTok, and I was doing readings, doing some messages from heaven. Because if those of you don't know, I am a spiritual teacher, also a psychic medium, and so I do bring messages from heaven to people from their departed loved ones. Um, And that is something that I had never realized how much I really do enjoy. I do readings as well. In my sessions, I usually do like healing, reading. You could actually get messages from your loved ones. You get messages from your guides. You can, all that. I do lots of things in my sessions. And so one of the things that typically always comes up is, especially when people lose a parent, they feel alone. And so you are never alone, typically is always something that comes through for them. So I'm super grateful, to be on this journey and to be challenged in the ways that I'm challenged. And so I want to share with you guys about some of the Neville Goddard techniques that I have been really learning and utilizing and have been showing up in my life. One of them is the law of revision. And so I talked about this a little bit yesterday. And so I wanted to share just a little bit more about that in the shifting of the frequency into the frequency of abundance, because that to me is all connected. It's all connected. And I'm super grateful just to be able to come on and share that. And so if you are interested in the frequency of abundance, or you're interested in the law of revision, those things, or any of the metaphysical laws, because that is something that I'm going to be talking about, because that is something that I'm working with. And, and you are getting a bird's eye view because you're seeing me work with it in real time. So I'm not telling you something that I read in a book. I'm telling you something that I read in a book or saw on the internet, but I also have been using. And so the law of revision, I started revising um, some things. One of the things that I was revising was the fact that I got fired from a job. Matter of fact, I got fired from 2 jobs within the same month. And so I that should have told me right there that I wasn't supposed to be working 2 jobs anyway. But here I was working those 2 jobs. And so I got fired from both of them. And when it happened to me, it was a stressful time because I had never been fired before in my life, especially not, and this was not even about my work. That was the thing. It was a personal thing, really, that should have never happened that way. But, they know how to justify it and try to make it legal, but it's not. Anyway, but it is a right to work country. So that part. But for me, it made me feel some kind of way. Like I was really struggling with it because I said I've quit many jobs, but I've never been fired from any at that point. And so I got fired from these 2 jobs. And so what do? Do you put down somewhere that you got fired? Hell no. But in my mind, I was like, God, how can I get fired? Because it meant something to me that it didn't really mean. And so I had to actually just like shift that and just realize that it didn't mean nothing. I'm still, a good person. I'm still a good worker, all that. And so when I started using revision for this situation, what I started doing is, instead of seeing myself be fired, I started seeing myself, them offering me a raise or giving me a bonus or telling me how amazing my work was. So I revised that thing so that in my mind it shifted so that I didn't feel that feeling that I felt when I was fired. So I'm telling y'all to use this law of revision. It is so that you can shift the feeling, because the feeling really is the secret. It goes all hand in hand together. The feeling is the secret. So when you revise this thing that happened to you, it might have been something really bad thing, and so you revised it to be a really good thing, or it might have been a good thing and you revised it to be a great thing. You revised it to say that, you scratched off on a scratch off, and you won $2 million. And so, so you weren't broke anymore. You know what I'm saying? So when you do that, the point is you're doing it so that you can feel, so that you can get yourself in the state of feeling, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid. And so once you get yourself in that state and you really start to release and start to feel, good, some kind of way is what I say. And that is really what the point of the law of revision is getting you to that feeling state, the space where you can create. Because once you get there, you can create. Because what happens many times is, you're so depressed about whatever's going on, and you're just so distressed about it that, you can't do it. So I have a radical rebirth for you. And I'm going to read it out of the African Goddess Rising. Is Mabuya Nahanda. Yes, you can stop the struggle. You can choose at any moment to start over and be reborn. Like the sun, you rise again and again. Dust yourself off, move forward, and go for it. Again, life is about transition and change. You will fall on your face, change your mind, and need to make a comeback again and again. Release the idea that you messed up if things aren't perfect. Stop waiting to be ready. Make new choices and decisions. And so your goddess declaration is, still I rise. Still I rise. So get up, dust yourself off, see things in a different space. We got my favorite. I said surrender. Time for us to surrender to the goodness that is us. Time for us to surrender to the goodness that is us. Let it all go. Say out loud, now I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. God, this has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. And your goddess declaration is, everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, my loves, it's time for me to go. I will definitely be back again tomorrow with you, and I hope that you join me. And also, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that you get notified when I come on and pop on with new videos just like this one. Also, I would love it if you would follow me on TikTok at Intuitive Tammy, where I go live doing readings, healings, and prayers, and free messages from departed loved ones. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for joining me. Make sure that you are in the mix by subscribing, hitting that bell, the notification bell, so that you get notified when I come on with new content. You never know, my next video might be the one that you need to see. So again, thank you for joining, and I hope that your day is magical, that everything is working well for you. Bye now.